So we're going to be creating wave sculpture drawings, and this will be for an assignment that where you will make a wave sculpture, a 7-inch high by 8-inch wide sculpture. Now, review and refine, that's your standards, review and refine observational drawing skills. Yeah, you're doing that for this assignment. And you will create realistic imaginative drawings. Yes. Create a series of drawings for sculptures that integrate concepts of water and texture of water into its form. Okay, so you're going to create 4 designs for a sculpture that is 7 inches by 8 inches wide at its largest dimension, whose elements will be made out of Zam Superbody. That's what you got. That's the clay you got. Now, this is the rub. You are drawing 1 page of sculptural elements. That's the first drawing. Then you are going to make 4 more drawings. So that then you will make 4 more drawings on your paper. That means that's a total of 5 drawings. Okay? Those are your designs. Not the initial drawing. Okay? You're doing 4. So a drawing of sculptural elements, 4 drawings of sculptures you can assemble from your elements. That is 5. Okay? You got to understand that. You must be original in design. Do not copy the design examples. Okay, now, yeah, you can make a bowl, yeah, but then you got to be original in how you actually depict your waves. Okay, do not copy exactly what somebody else has done. That is not good. I want you to look at the drawings. Okay, these are only examples for you to look at, so that you get ideas. Okay, these are wave-like. This is wave-like. Okay, this is very complex, by the way. This one, here's a wave, okay? And the thing is, if you're gonna make something that's like kind of looking very massive, it's got to be hollow, okay? It cannot be a solid block of clay. If you use a solid block of clay, it will never dry, and then it will crack and break, and of course you're wasting clay. You only have 30 pounds of clay. So if you're gonna make something that look like this, it's gotta be thin like this. You see this? And you got to figure out how you're going to support it. Like maybe you have pieces of newspaper that you ball up and you put inside of it, or you have a form that you put in that you can remove later, okay? And maybe roll out a slab to actually do that, right? Now here are other examples of things that are made out of clay, but you got to understand it's got to be thin, okay? And it's small too. It's only 7 inches by 8 inches, all right? Now here are other examples of bowl. Here's a bowl with waveforms on it. That's pretty neat, but do not copy that. Okay, you come up with your own ideas. Now here is the properties of water and various wave forms. Okay, if you would look at it, ripples, all kinds of stuff. So you have this to look at, and then you have this really dynamic looking wave. Okay, and you're going to be designing your when you're working with your design elements, you can look at all this stuff and come up with and make drawings, because this is how you're going to start to understand the forms. Then, say you really like this wave or aspects of this wave, then you translate that to your actual sculpture that you're doing, okay, to your final drawings. Your final 4 drawings will be sculptural drawings incorporating waveforms to them, okay? And here you've got other versions of waves. Now, this is kind of hard to translate, because you got spray and everything like that. But you get the idea. Okay, here, these are good because these are like very rigid looking, and they're not flying all over the place. Okay, but you see what a wave form looks like. That's the idea. And so you're interpreting a photograph, and you're going to make drawings, beautiful drawings. This kind of looks like a bird. If you look at that, that's pretty nifty. And you see the mass of the water as it is building up and curling over. Here's another one. I did a demo on this one, a demo drawing for a concept. Okay, and then here you go. You've got another wave. You got tons of stuff. Now here is a wave. How I drew some waves. I came up with a concept for a bowl shape or something like that would be wave-like, okay? And so essentially, this rubric deals with realistic and imaginative drawing from photographs. Okay, you want to make it look like the form, okay? Make sure your size relationships or objects are similar, right? So that it relates. So it's not like one thing is giant and the other thing is small. Outline and contour. The line that separates positive space from negative space is pristine and consistently established with no breaks. Okay, make it look like what you're drawing, right? Here, if you look here, there is shadow here, okay? This is a block, it's like a triangular shape. You have shadow here, okay? And the shadow would be considered negative space. Positive space is this other stuff that is the actual wave, where the light is, okay? So and this thing is pretty amazing looking wave, okay? So, and then I went and did my translation. So, you know, look at the drawings, translate with your pencil, and do a good job, okay? Tone separation. Separation of space is reinforced with color or tone, whatever, using black and white, using pencil. Positive space is pristine. Negative space is used in a highly interesting design. So I've got these examples here. Here, this is the foreground. This is our peacock, right? And then it's superimposed over this other space, which is you could say it's positive space, but this dominates. Okay, so if you have a wave, you know, the wave is dominant. The background or ripples or whatever else you got going on is not dominant, so subordinate to this. All right, so understand that behavior. Okay, you're good kids. Okay, spend a good amount of time on these drawings so that you understand what you're doing. Okay, take photos of your 5 pages of drawings from your sketchbook using good lighting. Okay, and download as a PDF from Google Slides and submit the assignment. Okay, you have to put it into Google Slides, all of your pictures, and submit it as a PDF from that. Okay, you download that to your computer and then you upload it to Schoology. All right, and that's the end of that. So I'm looking at my source materials. I'm looking at a wave. So this is a sculptural element. Right? This wave is crashing over. Right? And so you want to get with the wave. What is happening in the wave? I'm looking at another wave here. Now, these are photographs that were taken with a what we call a high shutter speed. So you stop the motion and you can actually see what's going on with the fluid, the water, and the wave. In your sketchbook, now you're going to do 4 more drawings, right? Now you're going to come up with your concept, okay? At its widest dimension, it will be 8 inches. Now, you got a lot of ideas. You could make a bowl that has a waveform, or a bowl shape that has a waveform on it. Okay, so I'm creating these by looking at the ripples on the water, the actual form of the wave. Now, when you translate things, like here, I have this cup here, right? And if you look at it, okay, you can see that I tried to create wavy forms in here in the cup, because this was supposed to be, this is a turtle that's swimming in the ocean, right? So I wanted to have that sensibility